The 117th United States Congress was sworn in today. As of now, it is a split Congress, with Democrats maintaining their control of the House and Republicans maintaining their control of the Senate. This may change, however, as the Georgia runoff elections on Tuesday will decide their two senators, and they may be Republicans or Democrats. This will lead to either a 52-48 Republican majority in the Senate or a 50-50 tie. If the Senate is indeed tied, then the Vice President's vote becomes important as the tiebreaker. Up until January 20th, that will be Republican Mike Pence, and after January 20th, that will be Democrat Kamala Harris. While both parties have maintained control of their respective houses, they have done so by slimmer margins. Republicans gained 13 seats in the House of Representatives, and Democrats gained 1 seat in the Senate, but might win more on Tuesday. Much is at stake in Georgia because if Democrats do not regain control of the Senate, then Biden will be the first president since George H.W. Bush not to have both houses of Congress on his side when he becomes president. If this occurs, expect Biden's agenda to be slowed down by Senate Republicans. A Republican Senate would provide resistance to legislation Biden wants passed and could force him to make compromises with the 2022 and 2023 budgets. Furthermore, the Senate is responsible for confirming cabinet appointments and judicial appointments to federal district courts, circuit courts, and the Supreme Court. With a Republican Senate, expect fewer laws to pass and less government action. Usually, when a president faces opposition in Congress, he has to make compromises and deals to get things done. With the House and Senate in disagreement in 2019, the Speaker of the House and the Senate Majority Leader had to coordinate to write bills favorable to both parties. For judicial appointments, the president will have to make compromises with the Senate. This can come in the form of a trade, one appointment that the president likes for one appointment that the Senate likes, or it can come in the form of a compromise candidate. Furthermore, with an opposition Senate, expect more executive action from President Biden. While executive orders are not meant to be used as legislation, they have been for quite a while now and have increased in scope over the years. However, Biden also faces a Supreme Court with a 6-3 conservative majority. This means that he could face judicial injunctions to some of his more extensive executive orders. On the other hand, if the Democrats flip the Senate, they will have complete control over Congress and the presidency, although not the Supreme Court. The last time that this occurred was during the 111th Congress from 2009 to 2011 under Obama. Considering the fact that this legislative session passed the Affordable Care Act in 2010, expect similarly monumental pieces of legislation from the Democrats. In this scenario, the only form of resistance to the Democrats would be the 6-3 conservative Supreme Court majority. However, the 111th Congress faced a similar situation with a 7-2 Supreme Court majority. However, the increasingly partisan nature of politics may affect how the court will act, so it is possible that the Supreme Court provides more resistance to a Democratic Congress and president. The real winner of this election are moderates and centrists of both parties. Because each party holds a slimmer majority of their House, the moderates of both parties will have increased bargaining power to determine legislation. In the House, only 6 Democrats would have to vote with Republicans to form a majority. If Republicans win the Senate, only 2 Republicans would have to vote with Democrats to form a majority, and if the Democrats win the Senate, then only 1 Democrat would have to vote with Republicans to form a majority. So this legislative session, pay closest attention to the congressmen near the center of the political spectrum. A big issue for the legislature will be budgeting and taxes. One of the issues Biden campaigned on is repealing Trump's tax plan. However, Biden needs Congress to do that, so he will likely push them to do so. With the Democratic Senate, that will be easier, but with a Republican Senate, he may only be able to repeal part of the tax plan and will have to make compromises. With Biden also wanting to roll out a more comprehensive healthcare plan, partial student debt forgiveness, action to combat climate change, and a whole host of other expensive actions, a split Congress will likely fight over spending, while a Democrat Congress would increase the federal budget. All in all, it is impossible to predict exactly what will happen over the next 2 years in federal government. If 2020 has taught us anything, that is to expect the unexpected. With the beginning of 2021 and the start of a new legislative session, I'm excited to report on actions taken by the government. It is important for us all to know exactly what our leaders are doing and how it impacts our lives. This has been GovernMax News, political news without the scandals. Thank you all for watching.